I'm not going to get to the next level where I want to get to without having that guidance. Because although I'm a coach and I'm a business coach and I can tell anyone what to do with their business, when it comes to your own business, you have a huge amount of emotion that is in that as well. So sometimes you need that kind of like objective view to look from the outside and say, no, you should do this. You're way too attached to this. You're taking this too personally, or, you know, have you thought about doing it like this? And I love that. I love being challenged in new ways like that. So I think everyone needs a coach. Every coach needs a coach. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the people that I'm going to meet. I hope you're good. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are listening to this. Thank you so much for tuning in. It honestly means so much to me that you tune in every single week, and I get amazing feedback. I love hearing what bits you're loving on my Instagram. So thank you so much. I wanted to take that little moment to say thank you. And second of all, I want to say, if you are not yet part of the Sisterhood, then you are massively missing out, because the game is about to change. Oh my goodness. This Sisterhood, I have been really looking at trends and what people are wanting and how people are learning and growing. And what comes out so much is that mobile bite-sized training is how people are consuming content. Like, people are going to TikTok and, you know, getting loads of content and training from there. And the reality is, with our busy lives, especially if you're a mum or you've got another job and there's loads of stuff going on, you can't always sit down for like an hour Zoom call and do really long learning. So I wanted to take all of our content from the Sisterhood, which is loads of masterclasses and mindset calls and goal setting calls and social media trainings and everything like that, and put it into an app so that you can bring your learning and your personal growth into your life and on your journey with you, so that as you're out and about, you can still keep learning and growing and utilizing your time as much as possible. So that app, honestly, there are so many features of it. I'm going to do another podcast episode teaching you exactly all the things that are going into that. But you can track your stress levels, you can track your self-care, you can track your revenue, you can track your clients. Honestly, it's a game changer. So I'm going to do a whole episode on that. But if you're not part of that Sisterhood, then now is the time to join, because it's just going to change the game. I'm so excited about it. I'm literally pouring my heart and soul into it. And I know that it's going to change so much. If you are busy and you are struggling to do all of the things and you're thinking, I really need to do that learning, but I just haven't got the time to do it, this is going to make it easier than ever. So yeah, if you want to join the Sisterhood, the link is in our show notes. You can join from there. You can also go onto our Instagram. But if you just go to Girls Winning Empires and click on the Sisterhood, then you can find it there. I'm so excited to see you in there. It's literally going to be my main focus for this year, is making that the best place possible. So very, very cool. I'm excited to see you in there. But let's dive into the episode. I've actually got a short, sharp one for you today. And I just want to tell you 3 things that I'm investing in over the next 6 months to hit $1 million in revenue. So I had a big goal when I first took over Girls Winning Empires. My goal was to hit $1 million in revenue in our first year. I even took a photo in our photo shoot of me holding up one finger so that I can post that when we hit our $1 million revenue. And that is still a full set goal of mine. So obviously, when you have these goals, that is actually August 1st is when I took over. So we've got a few months to make it happen. And when you set these big goals, you can't expect to get there by doing the same things that you've always done. So, if you set goals for yourself in January and you've been saying this is the year that I do it, this is the year that I leave my job and things like that, you can't expect to do that based on the same habits and the same things that you've been doing up until this point. What you've been doing up until this point has got you to where you are now, and you've got to mix it up a little bit. So I thought I would share with you the 3 main things that I'm investing in, because in order to create more, a lot of the time it means that you need to make an investment in yourself, whether that's financial or whether that's time or whatever. You need to make extra investments. So I thought I'd share with you today what those things are. So the first investment I have made, which probably sounds like it's not linked to business, but it 100% is linked to business, is in my health. So I really found towards the end of last year that my energy was I was just struggling with energy a lot. And obviously a lot of what I do is like podcasts and content and YouTube and coaching, and it requires a lot of my energy. And I was getting to the point where I was thinking, oh God, I haven't got the energy to get on and do this podcast episode, or, I was really, really struggling. And I was also getting ill all the time. So I was catching every bug that my kids had. And I just found myself kind of really in and out because something kept taking me out. So I decided this year that I'm massively focusing on myself and my health and getting my energy up. So I notoriously would, like, come January, be like, yeah, this is it, I'm getting so fit. And I'd go to the gym and I'd be like one of those dicks that has got like all the fancy gym gear and then like carries it out for about 3 weeks and then I've sacked it off again. But this year I decided that I was fully going to go for it. And the reason why I knew that this was my year, it was all going to change, is that I removed my option to quit. So I got a PT that I have 3 days a week. I paid for her upfront in like block sessions. So I can't just be like, oh, I haven't got anything booked in next week, I'm not going to do it. I have to go. I do it like in the morning, so I can't get caught up in my work. I also invested in meal prep. So I have meal prep delivered twice a week. And again, these are expensive things like a PT and meal prep. This is expensive stuff. So I'm not saying that this is going to be the right route for everyone, but for me, it is a massive expense. But I honestly know that if I'm not my best and my energy isn't there and my focus isn't there, and I feel like I just want to nap during the day, I'm not going to be the best for my students and for you guys. So for me, that is a really good investment. And I feel like that is money really well spent. And I already feel amazing. I feel so good about it. But I'm also investing in just me as a whole and like prioritizing me and my happiness and my health. And I feel like for so long, definitely since I've been a mum, I prioritized everyone else. Obviously you always prioritize your kids, but I just feel like I've been like, well, if everyone else is happy, that's all good. And I haven't really been doing, outside of work, what's been lighting up my soul. I just haven't been living outside of work, I don't feel like. So this year, I leave in 2 days. I booked a solo trip to New York. I'm going on my own in 2 days' time. And I'm going to just go and see some old friends I've not seen for ages. I'm going to spend 4 days in New York. I literally cannot wait for that 8-hour flight. I've upgraded my ticket. I'm going on for like that 8-hour flight with no kids. I just don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Do I sleep? Do I watch loads of movies? Do I do work? I don't know. I'm so giddy. But it might feel really self-indulgent. And I do catch myself sometimes thinking, God, this is really like actually quite selfish, just leaving my kids and my family and going to New York by myself for 4 days. But I'm really excited about it. And I feel like it's what I need. I feel like I just need to get away, get some, clear my head, get some new inspiration, take some time for myself. I'm actually staying with a friend, but I'm also going to book in for in a hotel room for one night and just going to live like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. I'm going to order room service. I'm going to sit in my bathrobe and just chill in my hotel room. I'll probably do some work, knowing me, but I'm really excited about it. Might do some more of my book. So yeah, anyway, so the first investment is basically in myself. It's investing in my health, it's investing in my fitness, removing options to quit so that I can't go back to my old habits and, prioritize everyone else. And just putting in these things that really light up my soul, which is seeing old friends and visiting places that I want to visit. So that is one of them. The second thing that I am investing in as a business, this is what we're investing in. We've actually hired a new marketing team. So this is a really cool step because obviously when you're starting out in business, and for the first few years, this has been me for the last 3 years in my business, I've been on my own, I've been doing all the marketing and the funnels and the social media and everything by myself. And then gradually when we took on Girls Building Empires, I took on a few people to help with these things, but still the marketing was a huge part of what I was doing. So we've actually taken on now a new marketing team. And I love working with them. They specialize in like the female entrepreneur industry and audience. They know that audience so well. And I just know that with them on board, we're going to be able to do amazing things. So we're going to start for the first time using Facebook ads. I've never used them before. Actually, that's a lie. I have used them before and I lost a load of money because I chose the wrong person. But they've got so much experience in it. So we're going to start using Facebook ads, actually not really to find new people. This is a really important lesson. So it's actually to engage and get our content in front of our own audience. So with an account with like Girls Winning Empires, which is 2.2 million, obviously we know that when you put content out, it doesn't show 2.2 million, all of your content. And the algorithm is not that good, but the algorithm for these big accounts like Girls Winning Empires is terrible. Like it really does not favor these big accounts. So if you've been using the excuse and saying, well, it's all right for her because she's got a big account, or, when I'll be successful when I grow more followers, it's actually not the case. It's almost harder and for us to get our stuff seen than it is for someone that's got 10,000 followers. And it's likely that someone that's got 10,000 followers, their the content is being seen by more of their audience than us. So really what the kind of Facebook ad strategy is about just getting our content in front of our own followers and saying, hey, remember you followed us. What's up? We've got something going on, come back into our world. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about having that, those Facebook ads going and just building our visibility. And it's definitely a scary thing because obviously you're talking about 10, 20, even 30K ad spend at times. Like that's a lot to be paying out. But yeah, it feels like an exciting next step. And I'm really glad that we've invested in getting really, really good people to do it, because I've tried to do it like on the cheap before, and I've tried to be like, oh yeah, they'll be quite good. But I think when it comes to Facebook ads and stuff, it's really good to get the right person. So I'm invested in that marketing team, which is cool. I'm excited about. So watch this space. Hopefully you'll see our ads popping up everywhere. And then the third thing that I'm investing in is that I'm actually going to invest in a mastermind for myself. So I talk all the time about having a coach and being a part of a community and things like that. And I found myself probably over the last few months just feeling a little bit, not lonely, but I have so many ideas in my head. Like there is so much going on. And I just really want to bounce those ideas off people and, say, what do you think about this? And I want to be inspired, and I want to be around people who are steps way ahead of me and are challenging me to stretch and challenging me to, become more and think outside the box. And so I'm actually going to join a mastermind myself. Again, it's a massive investment. It's like I don't even know how many figures that is. 1, 2. Well, it's a multi-5 figure. It's a lot of money. But I'm investing in that because, like I said, I just want to be around people that are way further ahead than me and are going to force me to level up to places that right now feel crazy and, challenge what I think is realistic, not even realistic, but, challenge what I think is possible for us in Girls Winning Empires. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be part of a container, to be around people that are all similar to me, bounce ideas off each other. That is my happy place. Like when I'm learning and everything like that is my happy place. And I just know that I'm not going to get to the next level where I want to get to without having that guidance, because although I'm a coach and I'm a business coach and I can tell anyone what to do with their business, when it comes to your own business, you have a huge amount of emotion that is in that as well. So sometimes you need that kind of like objective view to look from the outside and say, no, you should do this. You're way too attached to this. You're taking this too personally, or, have you thought about doing it like this? And I love that. I love being challenged in new ways like that. So I think everyone needs a coach. Every coach needs a coach. And this is the first time that I'm really, really investing in like some real solid, 12-month mentorship. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the people that I'm going to meet. And I love that feeling of like discomfort, like it's a lot of money that I'm going to be investing, but I love that feeling of being like, I need to make this work, because I know that when I invest that money and when I hand over that money, when I've done something like this before, like I bought a 10K mastermind before, and I've invested, even when I was right at the beginning, and I bought a 2K course, and I was literally living on credit cards and I was so broke. That feeling of handing it over is kind of like liberating, because I'm like, and exhilarating, because I'm like, I'm going to hang off every single word that you tell me. Like anything you tell me, I'm going to implement straight away and take huge action, because that's what happens when you feel like financially uncomfortable in that sense. So you've made that investment. It really forces you to be like, right, okay, I need to get over myself and get out of my own way, and really make these big moves. So I'm excited about it. I really, really am. So those are my 3 investments that are going to help me help us at Girls Building Empires generate 1 million by 1st of August. You can hold me accountable. That is my goal. And one other thing that I'm really doing, and I have to keep like coming back to this, is actually just focusing on like the one thing. And I can get carried away so easily in adding in all of these other programs and offers and things like this. But what I'm really doing is stripping everything back and really focusing on that one core business driver. Like what's the core business driver that is going to take this to where I want to get it to? And that's what you should think about as well. What's the core business driver in your business? Yes, there's nice things that you can do. You can do low ticket masterclasses. You can do, all these other bits and bobs that you can do. You can do tripwires. You can sell a planner. You can, do a little live event. You can do a goal setting, vision boarding workshop, whatever it is. But really think about what the core of your business, what is the thing that's going to move the needle the most, and focus on that and drive that to where you want to get to. The other stuff is just like bonuses and nice to haves. But I think when we try and do loads of stuff at the same time, that's when it all gets a little bit messy. So for me personally, I'm stripping everything back, focusing on my one core, not offer, but my one core, like the heart of my business, the bit that I'm most passionate about and the bit that I really want to build up. And I know that as a byproduct, that focus is going to turn into, that growing revenue. So exciting. Well, I hope you enjoyed me kind of being open and candid about that, about what I'm investing in. Just know that, years ago when I first started out in this space, I was not investing in the kind of money that I am now. I didn't have the money necessarily to, get a PT and a meal prep and all of that stuff and hire a marketing team. That's just where I'm at now. And I wanted to be honest with you about that. And I want to just be open and say what the whole journey looks like. But just know that there will be things where you're at right now that you can invest in. If there is a gap in your skill set and you're thinking, say for example, it is that you want to create an online course, you want to build your online business. If there's a gap in your skill set, then that is so worth the investment to get help on that and get support on that and learn from someone that has done this already. If they've done it and they've made it successful and they're going to help you skip a year, 8 months of the whole journey, then that is definitely worth the investment. If you're just investing in stuff to procrastinate, then that is not worth the investment. But just really look at how you can invest in yourself and what things are going to help you get to where you want to get to. Because like I said, you can't just wish it. You can't keep doing what you've been doing and hope that miraculously all this revenue is going to come in, or hope that miraculously all these clients are going to come knocking on your door. A lot of the time you need to make some big, bold moves, and you need to just get serious and invest in yourself and bridge the gap between, the gaps in your knowledge, and think about how you can keep up leveling your skill set. I think that's the best thing you can possibly do. Investing in yourself is the best investment you will ever make. So I hope you found that helpful. I hope you're excited to see all of my New York vids. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to come home so revived. I'll probably have a million different ideas. So I've just talked to you about being focused, but no doubt I'll come back with 12 other ideas of what I want to do. But I'm going to be reining it in and staying focused. And I just want to, give you permission as well to focus on you and invest in you and put yourself first. Because if you are not where you need to be, then you are just absolutely no use to anyone else. So this is the year that we focus on us, my friends. Okay, if you love this episode, please tag me at Carly Myers Life on Instagram. Share it with everyone. Leave me a review. That honestly means so much. And honestly, the bigger we make this podcast, the more you share it with people, the better the guests we can get on. And I really do want to have some incredible people. I do have some incredible people lined up. But yeah, I'm so excited. So I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you next week. And keep going out there, making those big, bold moves, and do the scary shit. Do it. Bye. Hey, just a quickie. If you loved this episode, which I'm sure that you did, it would mean so much to me if you would head over to iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to this and leave me a 5-star review. It means so much, and it does make, honestly, such a massive difference to how we're able to grow this podcast. And also make sure that you subscribe as well. If you hit that subscribe button, you will never miss one of our episodes. Share this with anyone else that you think will find it valuable, and I so appreciate all of your support. Thanks so much. Bye.